Hello my friends, my name is Don Giovanni. I am simply video journalist. Today I will want to speak with you about multiculturalism, about immigration, Brexit. Please listen me and listen the important. You can see this picture, and this picture you can see the trees and very big world trees. Let's these trees to be Great Britain, and in this from these trees I will explain you what is it Britain, and what is it can be problem with immigration politics, and what you need really to do. The first, you can see in this picture, this is a big trees. It's very big, strong world, and these trees have roots. Yeah. In this case, this tree, Great Britain, have roots. It means culture, traditional, and history. Your roots of Great Britain. This is your old culture, old traditional, and history. The important thing, Great Britain, this is the English, this is Irish and Scottish. You three made the Great Britain together. This is your country, your culture, your traditional, and all together you made strong country, and your culture, your traditional, make this roots to be really long and strong, and this big trees name of the Great Britain can be stay more hundreds centuries, because it have very strong roots, culture, traditional, and history. What keep these trees to be strong, and this strong tree Great Britain never fall. But friends, you know that we live in very primitive world. You think this everything is very smart? No, everything is primitive. And let's to speak in primitive, what can be with Britain if you didn't change immigration political, and you didn't think about your national, and you need to be more patriotic and nationalistic. This is now is very popular everywhere in the world, and believe me, Europe will be destroyed in this system of the nationalistic way. But now we speak about Great Britain. The first, let's to give you an example. You know that you can have the very beautiful garden with a lot of beautiful trees, flowers, and bush. Yes, but sometime in your garden can be grow a lot of weeds. These weeds not good for garden. You need to cut them, and sometime one of the weeds, they are so strong, and the land underground, yeah, they grow in weeds of the trees or flowers, and they what they do, they grow together, the weeds with the weeds of the flowers or trees, and they feed from them, and the roots of the local plants dry up, and they after fall or dry really. Example with Australia. This simple primitive example, I will explain you what can happen with Britain. The example in Australia, you know, but nobody can bring new other animals and the important plants, because sometimes plants, new plants, they have with them insects or some viruses, and they are more stronger, and they can kill other flora and fauna. You know, they're important flora and fauna in your country. You need to keep it, and Australia keep it, and in this way they have very beautiful flora and fauna. And they before didn't think about this. They bring a lot of plants and animal, and they destroy some type of animals or plants. They destroyed it. And the same with Great Britain. Listen me, I'm immigrant. Nobody can tell and speak with me that I am racist. I'm simple immigrant, but I respect your country, and my opinion, you are the very old and great trees, very big, the Great Britain, yeah, and in your garden, yeah, and these big trees was keep how is it, and he didn't fall because your trees, Great Britain, had very long, strong roots. Your roots, this is your traditional culture, history and traditional. Yeah, and you need to keep it. If I come in your country, yeah, I need to visual to be the same with your garden. You see new flowers in your garden and you say, oh, it's new flowers, but it's so nice looking with my traditional garden. Yeah, but sometime if you didn't keep of your garden, can grow a lot of weeds, a lot. And believe me, they weeds have their roots, and their roots can dry roots of traditional plants and destroy your garden. All people who studied flora fauna, they will explain you. Believe me, the same can be in the world of the people. It's not racistical, this is logical. And people who working in system, government, or maybe security and analytical, risk analytical, they think about future of the country. And you need to think that, simple example, if you can control bringing in your country, bringing in the country of new flora fauna. And this is new tendency that you want to bring in your country specialists is very nice. Because, example with Canada, if you want to immigrate to Canada, you need to have 40 years maximum to have families, the example for real immigration, and to have to be good specialists. The example UK need a good engineering IT specialist, or maybe do you need in teacher. And everywhere you can make a special program for this specialist. Yeah, before to be people from Europe, West Europe, after the other people. Yeah, and bring in your country specialists. Yeah, this is very important because you become smart, normal people. And why from West Europe and Europe? Because they are more with you at the same mind, you know. Because example, you have a garden of the flowers, but tomorrow bring and put the example some other plants was not compatible with your garden. You need to control the system. Be more, and the important thing, you can be democratic, multiculturalism. What is multiculturalism? Listen me. In this world, you couldn't be multiculturalism. You have your multiculturalism. And you know that you have some problem between you with your Irish, English, and Scottish. And you now bring other people who, in the important, they didn't respect your culture. Yeah, for example, me, I didn't like something in your country. Yeah, I didn't like a lot of things, but this is your culture, it is your traditional, and you need to keep it. And if I didn't like, why I stay here? I need to go from this country. But if I live in this country, I need to respect the law. It's simple as it can be. Listen, it's your home, and you invite me, or didn't invite, I come in your house, and you think, oh, I will help him, he didn't where to sleep. I sleep in your house, but if I normal, respectful person, I need to say you thank you. And if I live in your country, in your house, yeah, you help me. Yeah, you help me. In this way, I need to help you to make clean house, to work in the kitchen, to throw rubbish, and to live by your law, because this is your house. But you do that your house to be for everybody who do all they want. About multiculturalism, listen, multiculturalism couldn't be. You didn't do not, and you're Great Britain, listen, you are not to the part of the small country, a cheaper country. And the important, you have the Commonwealth country, you can make business with them and make you the same with European Union, you can meet Commonwealth Union. These are important things. And for this is woman Theresa May. Listen, darling, if you didn't be stronger and think about your country, go home. Listen, let's to be Boris Johnson. If Boris Johnson didn't do nothing, let's to be other person. But who loves this country? Because you believe me, yet today maybe you have some preference, money, interest, but with this multicultural, and when you're in your garden, don't make through rubbish and a lot of weeds grow. Believe me, in the future, it will be so more weeds, and their roots, it will be so longer, you couldn't take them, and they will dry your traditional trees, flowers, and your garden will be destroyed. Believe me, This is a primitive, but this is primitive working. Simple primitive. And sometimes you need to listen to these people. They say me because you have a lot of good specialist analysts, but what happened that you are not a lot have problem. And the important thing with Germany, listen, a lot, you are one of the first second country in the world who buy a lot from Germany, Europe country. I think every second car in England is Germany car. Listen, you buy and you give to Germany factory to work. If tomorrow nobody buy from Germany car and other technological, Germany need to close factories and hundreds of thousands of people will be without job. You help to Germany. You need to put your conditionals, and you need to, and listen, you're Great Britain. One prime minister go to Europe and somebody didn't treat it, had that simple workers. Listen, this prime minister, you need to respect yourself. Remember, you are Great Britain. You need to be Great Britain. You need to respect you. You need to keep your garden to be beautiful. And if they didn't bring new plants to be beautiful flowers. Yeah, sometimes you look at the picture. You can be a lot of weeds. These weeds kill local flowers. But you can feed flowers that I wrote. We thought that weeds, because sometimes, yeah, between weeds you can find really seeds of the beautiful flowers. Yeah, let's grow flowers. People who come in your country respect your law, then want to learn English. The example, I want you to learn your English. I didn't speak very good. It's not good because I haven't a good opportunity. The example, work, maybe I want to make business, maybe I want to do something country for this country, and this is country give me freedom and possibility to live in good country. But you need to keep your country stronger, resolve problem with all type of weeds who come with in your country, the same weeds who with money, because you close and criminal come here with money. This is the weeds they destroy, believe me. And happen what happened. And please think about that the Great Britain to be really strong, the big, old, beautiful trees, Great Britain, to be strong, and the important to keep your culture and traditional, your British, English, Scottish, Irish, that your roots, culture to be stronger and to keep the Great Britain. Think about your country, friends. Keep about your country. Listen, man, this is an important thing. It's very primitive. And don't say, oh no, it's multicultural, this is racistic. Listen me. Nobody invite them. They think will come, this different people, immigrants come in UK. If you didn't like your culture, traditional law, important, let's to go home. They're very smart. They didn't want to return, but put your law in your country. No, listen, this is your garden. Your garden. You need to resolve what to grow and not to think about what say other, because this is your home. I need to live in your home by your rule, please. And rich people don't think about money. Today you make a lot of money, but tomorrow you lose your country, and your children will live in this loose country. Tomorrow if you die, you didn't take all money with you. But if you understand me. Think about future. Think about your children, about your child, and about future of the country. Because you didn't all money you didn't do it. I know that a lot of rich people think only money, profit, income. Listen me, this is not important. Please, friends, think about your country, and please, the important country, be patriotic, nationalistic. If nobody respect, go home. Okay, please. Thank you.